As a STEM instructional leader in training, I had the opportunity to host a professional learning experience, or PLE, for second, third, and fourth grade educators at my school. I was so nervous leading up to my PLE, but all my planning paid off. My training and experience with STEM made an impression on my peers and my principal. While I was planning for my professional learning experience, I started by examining the School Progress Plan, or SPP, for my school. Our goal is to have all students achieve mathematic and literacy proficiency as indicated by the MCAP assessments. While looking at the action steps, one stood out to me. Evaluate student learning on a variety of assessments and create a plan for targeted responsive instruction which accelerates, enriches, or extends learning as needed. This action step screamed STEM. Yes, I can use STEM to create a plan for targeted responsive instruction. Yes, STEM can accelerate, enrich, or extend learning as needed for students. At the beginning of September, I sat down with the principal of my school to discuss my professional learning experience project. We decided that we would target literacy skills of second, third, and fourth grade students, as these students were scoring below 5% proficiency on the MCAP exams. In addition to that, my school was also piloting a new literacy program. The focus of my PLE, we decided, would be on integrating writing and science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to support literacy skills. Revisions were a necessary part of this experience as I collaborated with the principal on this project. While I was hosting my PLE, I had an opportunity to sit down with the educators at my school and discuss challenges that they are having while implementing the SPP. As you can see from this image, several of the educators shared their thoughts. And it was so helpful because I could look at this and say, okay, great. With my PLE, this first round, we're going to talk about those assessments and create a plan. We're going to talk about bringing in mentor texts and STEM. But it also helped me figure out, well, if I am going to host another PLE, what are some areas that I need to target? As part of my professional learning experience, my principal suggested using exit tickets. And I'm so glad that I used those. As part of the exit ticket for my PLE, I asked, what is one takeaway from this PLE? And I was so happy to see that educators were listening to my PLE. We talked about mentor texts, and that's something they would like to learn more about. How can we choose mentor texts that are STEM centric? In an excerpt from my practicum log, after I reviewed my exit tickets, I talked about how excited I was to see this information. During my PLE, I took time to listen to my peers as they shared ways they selected mentor texts for students. This was such a rich conversation that I decided to bring up mentor texts. My recommendation was to swap out the mentor text suggested by the MyView literacy program we were piloting with children's books that support STEM learning. This is a tiny move, but it is one that will engage students. I can see from my exit tickets that educators were excited about this mentor text, and I was excited to share more resources with them. My favorite comment from my tickets came from a teacher. She wrote, I would love to have a planning with you about choosing mentor texts. This made me so happy. It gave me the confidence I needed. It made me feel like a STEM instructional leader, and I was ready to step into those shoes.